Mayor Alice Go is the one opened the doors for this criminal syndicate to come in. Naging enabler siya, no? Sa laki ng Pilipinas, bakit sa Bamban, no? And the only common link between the criminal syndicates and Bamban is Alice Go, no? Nasa gitna siya Nasa gitna siya. May condominiums, may 8-story condominiums doon, 3 building. Nung tinignan namin yung local economy nila, it's primarily agriculture. Mga magsasaka yung mga nandun. Ewan ko kung mga magsasaka bibili ng mga condominium. Diba?
So sir, kung mismong intelligence agency na nagsasabi na may connection yung Pogo hub dyan sa Banban, sa local criminal syndicate, do you think kapag nakaabot ito kay Presidente, ma-pressure na siya to act on it against Pogo?
Ako nananawagan ako sa Pangulo natin na i-ban na kaagad ang Pogo, no? Dahil lumalalim yung kanilang galamay at impluwensya. At ito na nanggaling na ito sa sarili nating intelligence offices, no? Hindi ito haka-haka namin, hindi ito sariling investigation namin. Ito galing na ito sa mga professional investigators and intelligence practitioners natin. At patagal ng patagal, palala ng palala. Kaka-raid lang ng Banban Pogo early part of this year, meron na naman, wala pang 6 na buwan, meron na naman sa Porac, no? So wala silang takot kahit alam nilang yung raid nangyayari, tuloy ang ligaya nila Yan ang magpapakita kung anong mga klaseng tao ang nasa Pilipinas, nasa bansa natin, na hindi kinakatakutan yung otoridad. Kahit na nag-raid na sa Banban, which is not so far from Porac, tuloy pa rin yung operation sa Porac. Mas malala pa yun sa Porac dahil meron doong prostitution at talagang human trafficking. Dinadala yung mga kababaihan galing sa ibang bansa, no? So ganyang klaseng criminal syndicates ang nandito sa ating bansa.
And then sir, ganun din ba yung sentiment or stand ng mga intelligence agencies na it's about time to ban Pogo? Ganyan
talaga. Ganyan rin yung kanilang sentimento. Dahil alam nila na lalala ito no? Alam nila na ito kasi iniisip ko, kung yung 6.1 billion pesos nakapasok dito nang hindi natin nalalaman, ako naniniwala ako parte nung pumupunta sa paglalagay at paglalagay ng mga makaka-impluwensya at ginagamit rin nila yun para gumawa ng impluwensya, no? So ako naniniwala ako na yung perang pumapasok na hindi natin nakikita, pumupunta ito sa pagbibili ng proteksyon at doon na nga, no, sa galamay na ginagawa nila. Kasi itong galamay, hindi namang mangyayari ito kung walang pera Hindi lang to dinner at kaibigan na tayo no? Talagang maglalagay ka para magkaroon ng connection, no? At yun yung merong ebidensyang ipinakita sa amin na ginagawa nila itong ganitong paraan.
At yung protection na yun, sir, hindi lang from the authorities, kaya siguro naglalagay na rin sila ng mga local, ng mga opisyal sa gobyerno para may tutulong pa rin sa kanila.
Correct.
Protection na.
Alam nila kasi illegal tong ginagawa nila So, unang kailangan mo ng proteksyon para yung illegal na ginagawa mo, tuloy-tuloy. Pangalawa, kung mahuling illegal na proteksyon mo, makakatakas ka at makakabalik ka sa illegal na ginagawa mo. So, kumbaga sa chess, nag-iisip na sila ng ahead. Dahil alam nila one way or the other, pwede silang ma-raid at pwede silang makulong. So, importante na meron silang mga connection, no? At doon sa, again, no, hindi ko lang masabi, but may mga nahuli na nakawala, no? Dahil nga may impluwensya sila, no?
Okay, si Ria, and then Nympha.
Hi, Sen. I'm Ria Fernandez Obina from TV5. Just want to raise again the question of Ms. Camille regarding Mr. Gilbert Mejia Flores. His sudden death daw po, he is supposed to attend one of the hearings. What information do we have so far?
Personally, wala ko pang nakukuhang information aside from his possible connection to the syndicate or to the people who fake the birth certificate of Alice Go. And I say this with emphasis on the possible. That is the initial information that we got, na possible connected siya dito sa sindikato o sa mga taong gumawa nung illegal na birth certificate ni Alice Go. Yun ang initial information namin. Kasi it's so coincidental no, na nangyayari ito at may namatay. No? At yung, I was talking about yung contractor in Howley. We also, chinek namin yung building permit na ang nag-apply si Alice Go at ang nakasulat doon sa contact engineer or engineer that you should contact. Isang engineer na nangangalang JM Turla. Nung pinuntahan namin siya, apparently namatay na rin siya, no, Jo? Namatay na rin siya. May 14, I think. 17. May 17 siya namatay.
This year, sir?
This year. This year.
Ano
Itong si Engineer Turla, apparently, siya yung pumiperma ng mga plano na ginawa ng mga Chinese. No? Yung plano kasi, lahat gawa sa China Lahat gawa ng Chinese engineer, Chinese architects, dinala dito. Pero hindi mo magagamit yan. Hindi mo magagamit yan kung hindi ka magpapaperma sa local engineers dahil yung lisensya dapat lumabas. So yung pumiperma.
Ito si Turla, sir.
Yes, si Turla. At inamin rin ng pamilya na yon. But ang cause of death is heart attack. No? Yun ang sabi sa amin. Yun ang sabi sa amin. No?
Sir,
But he's young. He's only 47? Parang ganyan lang. Mga 47 lang siya. So medyo na dead end kami doon dahil siya yung pumiperma. Siya yung connection doon sa mga Chinese engineers. So na dead end kami.
Siya na signatory, sir. Wala na iba.
Wala na iba. We check the plan. Siya talaga yung pumiperma.
Okay, Ria, may follow-up.
Sir, what do you think about the sudden deaths nitong mga individuals na to na possibly pwedeng sila yung missing puzzle sa ating investigation?
Well, kung si Engineer Turla buhay pa, sigurado malalaman natin sino yung mga nagpagawa sino yung contractor o mga Chinese engineer na gumawa nung Pogo Hub sa Banban. But since wala na siya, hindi na natin malalaman yan. No? So, medyo if you look at the timing ni Turla and ni Flores,
suspicious.
It raises suspicion. No? But then again, I don't have any direct evidence for now. No?
Okay, Nympha, may follow-up ka.
Sir, meron kayo na-raise na question, nagtataka kayo. Tanong nyo bakit sa Bamban napili na itayo yung Pogo? Anong sagot na doon, Senator?
Well, again, no, without going into details, dahil nga si Mayor Alice Go is the one opened the doors for this criminal syndicate to come in. Naging enabler siya, no? Sa laki ng Pilipinas, bakit sa Bamban? No? And the only common link between the criminal syndicates and Banban is Alice Go. No? So, nasa gitna siya Nasa gitna siya. So, siya yung naging tulay between these criminal syndicates and Banban. No?
Meron ba, sir, peculiar dun sa location? Like yung di ba yung sinasabi na may Pogo sa Island Cove, na malapit sa Sangley Point? Meron bang particular din na ganong parang coincidence or anything suspicious? Bakit sa Bamban?
Wala namang lumabas na ganun yet, no? From a national security angle, wala pa naman lumalabas. But that's a very good question. It raises suspicion rin. Bakit sa Bamban? Bakit hindi sa Tarlac City or sa San Fernando or sa Angeles? Sabi nga ni Alice na yung mga condo yung nagpatayo sila ng mga condominiums,
Mga
no?
villa.
May condominiums, may 8-story condominiums doon, 3 building. Nung tinignan namin yung local economy nila, it's primarily agriculture. Mga magsasaka yung mga nandun. Ewan ko kung mga magsasaka bibili ng mga condominium. Diba? Alangan ni magsasaka, meron naman silang bahay, bakit sila magko-condominium, diba?
Baka. Or baka doon
ang importante, sino yung merkado mo? Sino yung bibili ng produkto mo?
Baka yung mga manggagawa doon sa Pogo.
Obviously, yun na talaga ang target nila. No? Hindi yung mga local. It's a self-contained community.
Pero ibang location, sir, medyo tago. Hindi naman.
Yung condominium?
Hindi nung...
Yung ibang
yung sa-
Pogo.
Oo,
Kasi ibang Pogo, sir, Las Piñas and Pasay. Nasa city
Secluded,
eh. Di ba?
Oo, ganun. Kasi ito ang design niya is self-contained eh. May shopping mall, mayroong condominium, may swimming pool. Hindi, pag nandoon ka, wala nang labasan yun. Wala ka nang labasan. Ano yun yung modus ng mga Pogo? Pag nandoon ka, wala nang
Nandun na
labasan.
lahat.
No?
Hanggang kay Mayor Alice Guo lang ba? O meron pang mas mataas sa kanya?
According sa doon sa mga, again, I cannot say the names, pero mayroon pang ibang politiko according sa intelligence agencies natin. No?
Pero LGU,
Without
Iba-iba eh. Iba-iba.
May
Iba-iba.
national.
Pero may politiko. That's as far as I can
politiko
say.
protecting her or part of the system?
Part of it. Part of that Pogo Hub. Part of it.
Enabler din, sir?
Hindi naman nila sinabing enabler but part of the web. Part of the web. Hindi na elaborate masyado kung ano yung participation but definitely part of the web. I think tuloy-tuloy pa yung kanilang investigation and intelligence gathering.
So hindi yung politiko, yung sa pang politiko that maybe higher than Mayor Go is part of the web, hindi protector ni Mayor Go.
Hindi ko pa masyadong elaborate ng accurately, no, dahil kumukuha pa sila ng further intelligence, no. So it's hard to say it now, no, but ang only pwede kong sabihin meron pang kasamahan na iba na politiko rin.
Pero sila lang yung politiko na yon. Isa lang or...
Marami. Doon sa mga pinakitang pangalan, marami.
Kasama na, sir, yung binabanggit ni Senator Jinggoy na mayor. Kasama rin ba yun sa web? Yung mayor na allegedly nag-ooperate ng Pogo owned by Mayor Alice Guo.
Ayoko muna sabihin.
Politicians
At may mga
within the
politicians.
web, sir, ng Bamban Pogo.
Yes, tama. That is may mga pangalan kasi doon at mayroong web, no, na pinakita at may mga politicians, enforcers, criminal syndicates, even businessmen. No, meron din, may mga businessmen rin, no.
Yung sa money laundering, sabi nyo nga hindi na detect ng AMLAC yung pagpasok. Surely, sir, may lumalabas din. So yun hindi din nila nababantayan.
Hindi rin nila nakikita yon. Hindi nila nakikita. Kaya nga ang pinaka-basic sa akin is pumasok yung pera, may nakatanggap. Kung yan ay through our banking system, may dinaanan yan electronically. Kung cash yan, sabi nga ni Ma, meron din dapat makatanggap yon. No? Hindi nila na-detect yun eh. Hindi nila na-detect yung electronic transfer, hindi nila na-detect kung sino tumanggap. At kung may binayaran, kasi bibili ka ng semento, di ba? Irerenta ka ng heavy equipment, magbabayad ka ng sweldo ng mga contractor, ng mga trabahador. Sino yung nagbabayad nun? Hindi nila rin na-detect. So, parang parang bula siya eh.
And money involved, hindi rin alam.
Hindi rin eh. Hindi rin.
Magkano yung money involved doon?
Well, ang estimate namin is 6.1 billion, but it can be more. It can be more.
Failure ng mga tao, sir, sa AMLAC o failure ng system?
Ako failure ng AMLAC eh, no? Because yung kanilang process, no? They have to look at their process. In fact, may mga suggestion, well, of course, mayroon silang legislative suggestion, no? Kung paano ma-improve. But the mere fact na wala silang ma-explain kahapon, natatakot ako dahil yung perang yun baka pumunta sa mga ibang personalidad. Hindi natin alam.
So, sir, di ba, ilang beses na amend ang anti-money laundering law. So, ngayon may suggestion ulit sila na amendments?
Yes, mayroon legislative suggestion sila to strengthen yung kanilang monitoring. No? May mga suggestions silang ibinigay kahapon. Kasi nga, sabi ko, I'm very disappointed and sabi nga nila may mga gaps na gusto nilang i-ayusin. No?
Okay, from business world.
Sir, more on the economic side, how should the Philippines diversify its trade options away from China amid maritime tensions and delayed assistance deals?
Actually, we're already diversified. No? I think what we should be diversifying further is the case of our OFWs in Macau, Hong Kong, and Greater China. No? Estimate, I think, mga OFWs natin in Macau, Hong Kong, Greater China is about 500,000, mga 500,000+, more or less. And we need to think about them also. No? If things escalate, we have to think about their welfare. But in terms of exports, we're not exporting so much. In fact, we're importing more from China. Yun, kailangan natin mapag-aralan because yung mga ini-import natin, aside from yung mga consumer goods na nakikita natin, there's also intermediary goods. Ibig sabihin, yung ini-import natin, pumapasok sa semiconductor o pumapasok sa ibang produkto na ini-export natin. No? So in that sense, we need to look at yung supply chains kasi kung magkaroon ng problema sa supply chain, wala tayong ma-export.
Sir, just to follow up, do you see tensions between China and the Philippines leading to harsher conditions for Chinese-owned businesses in the country or Filipino-owned businesses in China?
From first of all, investments, FDI from China has gone into all-time low. No? Mababa yung nakukuha natin sa kanila. For obvious reasons, no? Because of the geopolitical issues. Existing Chinese companies, from the top of my head, is very few. No? Hindi naman ganong karami. So, I don't think it's kumbaga a heavy repercussion in terms of Chinese corporation operating here. No? Kasi konti lang naman yan. Maraming mga Chinese nag-operate dito, yung mga buy and sell, no? Which is not so capital intensive. No?
Okay. Sir, tungkol other issue na tayo, no more about Pogo? About Pogo pa rin? Okay.
Just two questions. Balikan lang po natin si Flores, sir. Just to confirm, Flores was the local civil registrar of Bamban po.
One of the employees of the local civil registrar.
Alright.
No,
Was
hindi siya
he
yung
supposed to
local
attend the hearing?
I believe the local civil registrar of Tarlac attended last time, but not Flores. No, I can't remember the name. Yung local. I understand that si Flores is an employee of the local civil registrar.
All right, sir. Sir, now that the ombudsman has suspended Mayor Go, and dun sa executive session, as mentioned by you and Senator Risa Ontiveros, mas na-solidify yung opinion yung mga senators about the nationality of Mayor Go and her possible ties with Pogo. Sa NPC po, sir, ano po ang parang direction natin, sir? Are we going to... What's the next step for Mayor Go as the member of NPC?
Well, yesterday I talked to Senator Legarda and we shared the same sentiment to expel her. Me and Senator Legarda are members of the NPC. And we shared the same sentiment that she's a bad example to our present members and also to our future members. In fact, I talked to the president of our party, si Congressman Jack Duavit, about this issue. No? So pag-uusapan namin to as later on when we convene the leadership meeting. Magkasama kami ni Senator Lawrence sa Council of Elders, no? And then pag-uusapan namin doon to.
Kailan sir mag-decide?
We're targeting hopefully in the next few weeks magko-convene kami, no? Because of this issue, no? Yeah.
Sir, how is the expulsion process going to be with NPC?
First, we have to, a member can present their case. Of course, we have to also present our evidence. And the Council of Elders will look at this and pag-uusapan namin to. We will try to get a consensus on how to move forward. No? So that's, in a simple form, that's the process of how we will approach this.
Pero do you think may enough grounds na, sir, para expel si Mayor?
Ang idea ko is, since ongoing itong investigation ng Senate, we will use our findings here in the Senate, no? Especially when the committee report comes out, as the basis. No? So, yung meeting can be a preliminary step to gather evidence, to talk about the violations, and then as we go along with the Senate hearing, and when the committee report comes out, yun ang gagamitin naming basehan as grounds to expel her.
Meron pa? Pero sir, the mere fact na kung ma-establish nga yung kanyang connection sa POGO, sa criminal activities like money laundering, more than enough grounds yun.
Yes, more than enough grounds yun. Ang aming basic principle, you're a public servant, dapat may integridad ka, dapat tapat ka sa trabaho mo, at maganda kang hemplo sa mga membro natin. So those are the basic principles of NPC. Obviously, in this particular case, iba yung nangyari, no? And we want to maintain the integrity of the party. That's why I suggested that we should expel her, no? And I suggested also that to use the ongoing proceedings and eventually the committee report as the basis to expel her.
Sir, matagal na ba siyang member ng NPC?
Yeah, bago lang. When she ran, independent siya eh. Ang kandidato namin doon natalo eh. Independent siya. Nung nanalo siya, lumipat siya sa NPC.